Everybody, welcome to All Things Melanin. As again, I always mention that this my channel here is All Things Melanin. As we are in a globe of we are in an environment or biosphere that embodies and exudes melanin. So I think it's appropriate that we do mention that, as that is a very key aspects to our existence. Similarly to how we talk about God, our creation, our animals, it's really how we should I guess approach melanin, because it is one of the main key reasons as to why we're here today. So today I really just wanted to come in and share this with you. As again, I hear winter is about to be here. I hear here and there that winter is about to be extreme, as if this this year hasn't been extreme enough. But I hear winter is about to get pretty wintry. So I wanted to just come up here and ask everybody to perhaps remain in your center. As with everything, when you are at your center, you're more likely to approach things differently. So as this winter is coming in, everybody's going into hibernation again. I think it's a good time to reflect. A lot of people just want to linger into the negativity, but I just wish that people wouldn't gravitate so much towards the negative or the chaos, and see it for what it is and move on and do what you do, or keep doing what you're doing as you remain in your center. So that's really what I wanted to share with everybody here. Nothing too extreme. Again, all things melanin. All things melanin, whether you're white, black, all things melanin, regardless of race differences. And this has nothing to do with the color of your skin. It's just what it is. It's all things melanin. All things melanin, all things proton, neutrons, electrons, as you know, all things atoms, all things news, as a lot of you have been doing in your studies. So yeah, remain in your center, do some reflection into self, connect with your innermost, connect with your higher self, connect with your God within. Over this year so far, I've done a lot of self-reflection, a lot of learning about my innermost, learning about my God, and how I can apply, how I give thanks for this melanin that we've been imbued with, because it's kind of like I see that melanin as like when you are in the ocean and you have no life jacket, I see it as our life jacket. And so I think it's appropriate that during this hibernation season that we go into our zone and give thanks for that amazing gift that the gods or our animals or God has given us. Whoever it is that you claim to be the purpose of all this creation, I think it's appropriate that we get into the zone and give thanks, and not focus so much into the chaos. See the light. Oftentimes I tell myself that I am the light in the midst of chaos. The chaos that you talk about, you're the light in the midst of that. So continue to fuel your light. Use your melanin to fuel your light, to fuel your fire, to fuel your God within. Yes, times are tough right now, but what can we do about it? What we can do again is remain in our center. I'm reading this book called the Bhagavad Gita by Yogananda Paramahansa. I know a lot of you who are studying into Gnostic or studying in self have probably come across this particular book. I actually have it here, so let me grab it. All right, thanks. All right, there you go. So I know a lot of you have probably read this book. It's an amazing book. It's the Bhagavad Gita by Yogi Paramahansa Yogananda. It's an amazing book filled with revelations of self, renewing self reflection into your godlyhood, your godliness, into your soul. So again, as you're learning about your melanin, a lot of that self awareness into your melanin will gravitate towards you. Again, it's your melanin, I guess, opening the door to the more aspect of yourself, the more opening the door to the weight that it carries, opening the door into your soul, opening the door into your personality. A lot of that, again, when you come into awareness of that initial state, such as the melanin, such as I'll bring it out there, the protons, the electrons, the neutrons, just some keywords here that really would assist in you into delving into this new aspect of self that you're studying. So it's an amazing book. I'll give it a chance. As you are, there's an important quote in there that says, "As God is unaffected by the chaos of the world, so men too must learn to take their place and sit and be unmoved by the chaos of the world." So I'll leave it with this quote. As the new time or the new season is coming here, such as winter, take that time to delve into self, because after the surface layer, there's so many layers. You're like an onion. You're like the lotus. There's so many layers of yourself that you gotta learn. You gotta get to know. There's so many books that self will lead you to. I've had so many books that, in learning on who I am, in learning about my tapestry, that self has led me to, giving me validation that what I'm doing is correct, that I'm on the right path. I'm not idle. I'm not stagnant. I'm on the right path, and wanting to know about who I am, and wanting to know what this God melanin is all about. So self melanin has been taking me on quite the journey. It's not easy, but it's worth it. It's worth the work. If there's anything I've done so far in my life, and life has been somewhat of life, and we know how life can be quite turbulency. And if the work of self-awareness, the work of self-godliness, the work of coming into awareness of our innermost, of our Lord, of the Lord that carries you through, coming into awareness of breath, that breath that keeps giving you life every day, that keeps renewing you. It's quite the journey. I'm telling you, it's worth 1,000. There's no word to describe it. I don't even know the worth. I'm not even gonna put an amount to it, because there is no amount to it. This work is worth any other work that you could actually embark on. That this type of work will lead to other work that you feel like you may need to accomplish. It will even pave a way to assist you in a personal work that you may have wanted to delve into. So remain centered. Take the time to learn about the type of protons, neutrons, and electrons that electrify this being that you are in, this being that's taking care of this flesh. Take the time to give yourself that you're worth it. Take the time to give yourself that you're worth it. That's all. Get to know yourself. Give yourself a hug. Give yourself a kiss. And peel the many layers that you haven't learned. Get to know your baby self again. And I wish all of you, again, I know the New Year is coming up. I wish for those of you who celebrate Happy Thanksgiving, not New Year, pardon me. My mind's already ahead of itself. In terms of the things that we celebrate here. For those of you that celebrate Thanksgiving, give thanks. Give thanks and give praises to the breath. Give thanks to the Lord. Blessed to the Lord, for the Lord has patience with us. The Lord has been patient with us throughout, even through our madness, our tantrum the Lord has stick by us regardless. So I think now that we want to come into awareness, it's a perfect time to give thanks to the Lord. So yeah, blessed to everybody who's out there struggling, trying to rise above the mud. You can do it. If I am here, you can do it. I promise you that.